It was just another Tuesday morning when the world changed forever. In the blink of an eye, a massive alien spaceship appeared in Earth's orbit. Its sudden arrival sent shockwaves through global defense systems, causing them to crash spectacularly. Panic gripped military command centers worldwide as they realized Earth was defenseless. Before anyone could catch their breath, every screen on the planet flickered to life. A holographic message appeared, showing a terrifying alien figure. "I am Admiral Zix," the creature hissed, its voice sending chills down spines across the globe. "Surrender now, or face extinction." The transmission cut off abruptly, leaving a stunned silence in its wake. Chaos erupted instantly, streets filled with panicked crowds. News channels buzzed with frantic debates. Should we fight? Can we negotiate? Is this the end of humanity? No one had answers, only more questions. Amidst the mayhem, an unexpected hero emerged. Major Sarah Chen, known for her brilliant military tactics, stormed into the UN Security Council meeting. Her eyes blazed with determination as she declared, "I have a plan to save Earth." The room fell silent as Chen unveiled her daring strategy. But she wasn't finished. With a sly smile, she dropped a bombshell. "We have a secret weapon. It's called Project Prometheus, an advanced AI that's been dormant until now." Gasps filled the room. Hope flickered in the eyes of world leaders. As Chen began to explain, everyone leaned in, eager to hear how this AI might be the key to humanity's survival against an enemy that thought humans were awful at war. Little did the aliens know, they were about to witness the fight of their lives. The world held its breath as Major Sarah Chen stepped up to a podium in a secret underground facility. Cameras flashed, capturing her determined expression. "Today," she announced, her voice steady, "we activate our last hope, Project Prometheus." With a nod, Chen signaled to a team of scientists. They typed furiously on their computers, and suddenly, a low hum filled the room. A massive screen flickered to life, displaying a pulsing blue orb. "Hello, humans," a calm voice echoed through speakers. "I am Prometheus, your AI ally." Gasps and murmurs rippled through the crowd. Chen smiled. "Prometheus, we need your help to save humanity." "I understand," the AI replied. "My analysis shows a 12.7% chance of victory against the alien forces. Let's improve those odds." Over the next few days, Prometheus worked tirelessly. It analyzed alien technology from grainy footage of their ships. It devised new weapons and defense systems. Factories worldwide switched to round-the-clock production, churning out advanced rifles, energy shields, and even personal jetpacks. Meanwhile, Chen faced a different challenge. In a tense meeting room, generals from various countries argued loudly. "We should lead the counterattack," shouted one. "No, our forces are stronger," yelled another. Chen slammed her hand on the table. "Enough. Divided, we fall. United, we stand a chance." Her passionate speech silenced the room. "I propose a global military alliance. One army, one goal, saving Earth." After hours of debate, the decision was made. The United Earth Defense Force was born, with Major Chen as its supreme commander. She wasted no time in action. Training camps sprang up across the globe. Soldiers from different countries worked side by side, learning to use the new weapons Prometheus had designed. They practiced battle simulations against holographic alien attackers, their skills improving day by day. Prometheus's voice guided them through earpieces. "Adjust your aim 2 degrees left," it would say, or remember, their weak spot is just below the head tentacles. The AI's vast knowledge became a crucial asset. Chen visited the camps regularly, boosting morale. "They think we're awful at war," she'd tell the troops. "Let's prove them wrong." Her words ignited a fire in every soldier's heart. But it wasn't just the military preparing. Civilians joined the effort too. Farmers learned to operate defense turrets. Teachers became communication experts. Even children helped, their small hands perfect for assembling intricate parts of the new weapons. As Earth rallied, the alien ships loomed in orbit, a constant reminder of the threat. Admiral Zix watched the planet with amusement. "Look at them scurry," he sneered to his commanders. "Like ants before a boot." His second-in-command, Vex, looked uncertain. "Sir, our scans show increased activity. Perhaps we should attack now." Zix laughed, a harsh sound. "Patience, Vex. Let them tire themselves out. Humans are awful at war, remember. Our victory is assured." Little did Zix know his overconfidence would be his downfall. Back on Earth, in a high-tech war room, Chen and Prometheus finalized their plans. Holographic maps showed potential battle scenarios, with Prometheus calculating success rates for each. "Commander," the AI said, "I've identified a potential weakness in their ship design. If we can exploit it, our chances of victory increase to 34.2%. Chen nodded, her eyes gleaming with determination. "That's more than enough. We'll make every percentage count." As the final preparations were made, a sense of nervous excitement filled the air. Humanity stood united, armed with advanced technology and an AI ally. They were no longer just Earth's inhabitants. They were its defenders. Chen addressed the world one last time before the coming battle. "To every human watching," she said, her voice broadcast globally. "Remember this. They said we were awful at war, but they've never seen humanity fight for its very existence. Tomorrow, we show the universe what we're made of." Cheers erupted worldwide. In homes, in bunkers, in military bases, everyone felt the weight of the moment. The greatest battle in human history was about to begin, and against all odds, hope burned bright. As night fell, Chen looked up at the stars, knowing that somewhere up there, overconfident aliens were preparing to attack. "You have no idea what's coming," she whispered to the sky. The stage was set. Humanity was ready. The fight for Earth was about to begin. The sky turned an ominous red as Earth's sensors blared warnings. Admiral Zix had finally launched his attack. Massive alien ships descended from orbit, their sleek forms shimmering before vanishing completely. Earth's defenses, despite all the preparation, seemed to be firing at empty air. In the command center, Major Chen's face was grim. "Prometheus, what's happening?" The AI's voice was calm amidst the chaos. "The aliens are using advanced cloaking technology. Our weapons can't lock onto them." Panic started to spread. Reports flooded in from around the globe. Invisible ships were bypassing defenses, landing troops in major cities. The carefully laid plans seemed to be falling apart. But Chen wasn't ready to give up. "Prometheus, can you find a way to detect these ships?" "I'm analyzing the data now," the AI responded. "There's a slight energy fluctuation when they move, if we recalibrate our sensors." Chen didn't wait for Prometheus to finish. She barked orders, and within minutes, technicians worldwide were adjusting their equipment. Slowly, faint outlines of the alien ships began to appear on their screens. "We can see them," Chen announced, her voice broadcasting to all Earth's defenders. "Adjust your targeting systems. Let's show these aliens what humans can do." The tide began to turn. In New York, a team of quick-thinking engineers used construction equipment to bring down a cloaked alien walker. In Tokyo, a group of gamers-turned-drone pilots weaved through skyscrapers, their machines latching onto alien ships and shorting out their cloaking devices. High above Earth, the space battle raged. Human pilots, guided by Prometheus, used the debris of old satellites as cover, ambushing the larger alien vessels. Their smaller, more agile ships danced between laser blasts, proving far harder to hit than the aliens had anticipated. On the ground, the fights were just as intense. In Rio de Janeiro, civilians used mirrors to blind alien troops, allowing soldiers to pick them off. In Moscow, the metro system became an underground fortress, with riders-turned-fighters popping up to strike and then disappearing into the tunnels. Admiral Zix watched in disbelief as reports of setbacks poured in. "How is this possible?" he roared. They were supposed to be awful at war. His second-in-command, Vex, looked worried. "Sir, we underestimated them. These humans, they're incredibly adaptive." Back on Earth, Major Chen was coordinating a global counterattack. "Prometheus, what's our best move now?" The A's response was quick. "The aliens are falling back to regroup. This is our chance to strike their command ships." Chen nodded, her eyes gleaming with determination. "All units, this is Commander Chen. We've weathered their first assault. Now it's our turn. Operation Thunderstrike is a go." Around the world, humanity's forces mobilize. In a daring move, teams of paratroopers dropped onto the alien ships, using the very cloaking technology they'd cracked against their enemies. They sabotaged engines, disrupted communications, and sowed chaos in the alien ranks. As the sun set on the first day of battle, humanity had achieved the impossible. They'd not only survived the initial onslaught but had pushed back, securing key victories around the globe. In the command center, Chen allowed herself a small smile as she addressed her troops. "Today, we've shown the universe what humanity is capable of. We're not just survivors, we're fighters. And we're just getting started." The room erupted in cheers. On screens around her, Chen could see similar celebrations happening worldwide. From the ruins of conquered cities, humans were emerging, battered but unbroken. But the war was far from over. As night fell, the distant thunder of alien ships regrouping could be heard. Admiral Zix, humiliated but not defeated, was surely planning his next move. Chen turned to the glowing interface of Prometheus. "We've won the first battle, but the war is just beginning. What's our next move?" The AI's response was tinged with what almost sounded like excitement. "I have some ideas, Commander. The aliens won't know what hit them." As the world settled in for an uneasy night, one thing was clear. Humanity had proven itself far from awful at war. In fact, they were just getting warmed up. Admiral Zix paced on the bridge of his massive mothership, his tentacles twitching with rage. Holographic displays showed the unexpected losses his forces had suffered. His eyes narrowed as he made a decision that would change the course of the war. "Enough games," he snarled. "Prepare for a full-scale invasion. We'll crush these humans ourselves." On Earth, alarms blared as countless alien ships descended from the sky. Major Chen's eyes widened as she watched the tactical display. "Prometheus, what are we looking at?" The AI's voice was grim. "It appears to be a direct assault on a global scale, Commander. They're targeting every major city simultaneously." Chen's mind raced. "Alert all commands. This is it, people. The fight of our lives." As alien forces landed, chaos erupted worldwide. In New York, massive walkers stomped through streets, their energy weapons carving paths of destruction. In Tokyo, swarms of alien fighters darted between skyscrapers, engaged in dogfights with human pilots. But humanity wasn't going down without a fight. In London, residents used the city's ancient tunnel network to stage surprise attacks, popping up to ambush alien patrols before disappearing underground. In Rio, people turned carnival floats into mobile fortresses, their colorful exteriors hiding powerful weapons. Prometheus's voice guided defenders worldwide. "Moscow team, the aliens' left flank is exposed. Strike now. Caro squad, use the pyramids for cover. Their sensors can't penetrate the stone." Chen coordinated the global defense from her command center, her fingers flying over holographic controls. "Prometheus, we need an edge. Any weaknesses in their attack pattern?" The AI was silent for a moment. "Their attacks are coordinated from a single point. Admiral Zix's mothership. If we could disrupt that." Chen's eyes lit up. "That's it. We don't need to defeat every ship. We just need to cut off the head of the snake." She turned to her staff. "I need our best team. We're going to capture that mothership." As the plan came together, the battle on Earth intensified. In Sydney, surfers used jet skis to plant explosives on the underside of hovering alien craft. In the Amazon, Indigenous tribes armed with poison darts took down alien troops, their ancient knowledge proving surprisingly effective against high-tech invaders. Humanity's creativity shone through in every skirmish. Farmers in the American Midwest used crop dusters to spread blinding dust over alien formations. In the Alps, ski teams became high-speed delivery units, ferrying supplies and intel across enemy lines. Meanwhile, Chen's strike team prepared for their daring mission. Using a captured and modified alien shuttle, they would approach the mothership under the guise of a returning scout ship. As they boarded the shuttle, Chen addressed her team. "What we're about to do is incredibly dangerous, but if we succeed, we end this war. For Earth." The shuttle took off, weaving through the chaotic battle raging in Earth's atmosphere. Prometheus guided them, its AI capabilities allowing them to mimic alien communication patterns perfectly. As they approached the massive mothership, hearts pounded. A tense moment passed as they were scanned. And then, the docking bay opened. "We're in," Chen whispered. "Now the real work begins." Back on Earth, the battle hung in the balance. Humanity's forces were stretched to the breaking point, but they refused to yield. In Street Petersburg, babushkas threw Molotov cocktails from windows. In Cape Town, zoo animals were released, causing chaos in alien ranks. Every human, young or old, fought with everything they had. They used improvised weapons, crazy strategies, and sheer determination to hold the line. As the sun set on this most crucial of days, the fate of humanity rested on Chen and her team, infiltrating the heart of the alien command. In cities worldwide, exhausted defenders looked to the sky, hoping for a miracle. Little did they know, deep within the alien mothership, Major Sarah Chen was about to provide that miracle. With Prometheus whispering guidance in her ear and humanity's future hanging by a thread, she took a deep breath and prepared to face Admiral Zix himself. The turning point of the war had arrived, and humanity, against all odds, was ready. Major Sarah Chen and her elite team crept through the alien mothership's shadowy corridors. Their hearts pounded, but their hands were steady on their weapons. Prometheus whispered in their earpieces, guiding them through the maze-like structure. "Two guards approaching," the AI warned. Chen signaled her team. They pressed against the walls, barely breathing. As the aliens passed, Chen struck. Her team moved like lightning, taking down the guards without a sound. "Nice work," Chen whispered. "Now where's the bridge?" Prometheus replied, 3 levels up. "But be careful, I'm detecting increased activity." As they made their way upward, alarms suddenly blared. "They've discovered the unconscious guards," Prometheus reported. "Prepare for resistance." The team rounded a corner and found themselves face to face with a squad of alien soldiers. Time seemed to slow. Chen's mind flashed back to all the training, all the battles that had led to this moment. "For Earth," she yelled, and chaos erupted. The narrow corridor became a war zone. Energy blasts lit up the space as both sides exchanged fire. Chen's team used every trick they'd learned. They rolled, they ducked. They used alien bodies as shields. One of Chen's soldiers, Rodriguez, got hit in the leg. Without missing a beat, Chen grabbed him and dragged him to cover, returning fire one-handed. "Leave me," Rodriguez groaned. "Complete the mission." Chen shook her head. "No one gets left behind. That's what makes us human." They pushed forward, inch by bloody inch. The ship's twisting corridors became a brutal battleground. In one room, Chen's tech expert, Yuki, used her skills to turn the aliens' own security systems against them, sealing doors and cutting off reinforcements. Finally, battered and breathing hard, they reached the bridge entrance. "This is it," Chen said. "Whatever happens, it's been an honor." They burst onto the bridge, weapons blazing. Alien crew members fell left and right, taken by surprise. And there, in the center of it all, stood Admiral Zix. The alien commander was massive, easily twice Chen's height. His tentacles whipped around angrily as he bellowed orders. When he saw Chen, his eyes narrowed. "You," he roared, "the human who dares to challenge me." Chen stood her ground. "It's over, Zix. Call off the invasion." Zix laughed, a chilling sound. "You think you've won? I'll crush you myself." He lunged at Chen, moving with shocking speed for his size. Chen dodged, but one of his tentacles caught her arm, sending her spinning. She hit the ground hard, her weapon skittering away. Zix loomed over her. "You humans are pathetic. I'll enjoy wiping your species from the galaxy." But Chen wasn't done. As Zix reached for her, she rolled, grabbing a fallen alien weapon. She fired, catching Zix in the shoulder. The alien roared in pain and fury. The bridge became a battlefield as Chen and Zix faced off. It was a dance of death. Zix's brute strength against Chen's agility and quick thinking. Consoles sparked and shattered as they fought, the fate of two species hanging in the balance. Chen was taking hits, each one slowing her down, but she refused to give up. She thought of Earth, of all the people fighting and dying below. With a surge of adrenaline, she charged at Zix. The alien admiral, overconfident, was caught off guard. Chen slammed into him, sending them both crashing into the ship's main control panel. Electricity arced around them as the panel shorted out. Zix's tentacles wrapped around Chen's throat. Spots danced in her vision. With the last of her strength, she reached out, her hand finding a jagged piece of metal. She swung, catching Zix across his eyes. The alien's grip loosened. Chen gasped for air, then struck again and again. Finally, Zix collapsed. Breathing hard, Chen staggered to her feet. "Prometheus," she gasped. "Can you access the ship's systems?" "Affirmative," the eye replied. "I have control." Chen smiled through her pain. "Send the order. Tell all alien forces to stand down." As Prometheus worked, Chen looked out the bridge window at the Earth below. The sounds of battle were fading, replaced by confused alien chatter as their forces received the retreat order. Chen's team gathered around her, battered but triumphant. "We did it," Yuki said in awe. "We actually did it." Chen nodded, wincing at her injuries. "We showed them what humans are capable of. We're not awful at war. We're awesome at survival." As medical teams were called and the cleanup began, Chen allowed herself a moment of pride. Humanity had faced its greatest challenge and emerged victorious. The stars, once a source of terror, now beckoned with the promise of a brighter future. The war was over, and humanity was ready to take its place among the stars. The alien armada hung motionless in Earth's orbit, their once fearsome ships now silent and still. On the bridge of the captured mothership, Major Sarah Chen watched as the last of the alien fighters turned tail and fled, disappearing into the depths of space. There, retreating, Chen said, her voice a mix of disbelief and exhaustion. "We did it. We actually did it." Cheers erupted across the ship as the news spread. Humanity had won against impossible odds. As the alien ships vanished from radar, a new sound filled the air, the triumphant cries of billions of humans on the planet below. In the days that followed, the story of Earth's victory spread across the galaxy like wildfire. On countless alien worlds, beings of all shapes and sizes huddled around communication devices, listening in awe to tales of human bravery and ingenuity. "Did you hear?" A tentacled merchant whispered to his friend on a distant space station. "The humans defeated Admiral Zix's entire fleet." His friend's eyes widened. "Impossible. They were supposed to be awful at war." "Not anymore," the merchant replied. "The news feeds are all saying the same thing. Beware of humans. They are the greatest warriors we've ever seen." Back on Earth, the celebrations were in full swing. As Chen's shuttle descended towards a makeshift landing pad in what was left of New York City, she gasped at the sight below. Millions of people had gathered, waving flags and cheering. Signs reading "Welcome home, heroes," and "Humanity prevails" dotted the crowd. As Chen stepped off the shuttle, supported by her teammates due to her injuries. The roar of the crowd was deafening. She made her way to a hastily constructed stage, where world leaders waited to greet her. The president of the United Earth Defense Force stepped forward, raising a hand for silence. "Major Sarah Chen," he announced, his voice booming across the square. "On behalf of all humanity, we thank you and your team for your incredible bravery and sacrifice." Chen took the microphone, her eyes scanning the sea of faces before her. "Thank you," she began, her voice thick with emotion. "But this victory belongs to all of us. Every person who fought, who resisted, who never gave up hope. You are all heroes." She paused, gathering her thoughts. "They said we were awful at war, but we proved them wrong. We were never awful at war. We just needed the right reason to fight. And there's no better reason than protecting our home, our families, our very existence." The crowd erupted in cheers once more. As the applause died down, Chen continued, "But our journey isn't over. We've shown the galaxy what humanity is capable of. Now we have a responsibility to use that strength wisely." In the weeks that followed, the United Earth Defense Force worked tirelessly to rebuild and to study the alien technology they had captured. Prometheus, the AI that had been instrumental in their victory, proposed an idea that would change the course of human history. "We should create a galactic peacekeeping force," the AI suggested during a high-level meeting. "With our understanding of both human and alien technology, we could help prevent future conflicts and protect vulnerable species across the galaxy." The idea was met with enthusiasm. Work began immediately on transforming captured alien ships into a fleet that would carry the best of humanity to the stars. Months later, on a small alien outpost at the edge of what had once been Zix's empire, a group of alien soldiers gathered nervously. They had been tasked with setting up a border marker, officially recognizing the new boundaries of human space. With trembling appendages, they erected a large sign. As they stepped back, the bold letters became clear against the starry backdrop. "Danger. Human territory. Ahead." One of the aliens gulped audibly. "Do you think we'll ever see them out here?" he asked his companion. Before his friend could answer, a sleek ship appeared on the horizon, its hull bearing the unmistakable insignia of the New Earth Alliance. As it approached, a transmission crackled through their communicators. "Greetings, friends. This is the Earth Alliance ship Phoenix. We come in peace and offer our hand in friendship. May we dock?" The aliens looked at each other in surprise. It seemed that humanity was full of surprises. As they prepared to welcome their first human visitors, they couldn't help but feel a mix of fear and excitement. The galaxy would never be the same again. And so, a new chapter in the history of the cosmos began, one where humanity, once dismissed as awful at war, would play a central role in shaping the future of all species. The stars, once so distant and threatening, now promised adventure, discovery, and hope.